Hey guys, Peyton Snapback here again for another DVD and Blu-ray update for you guys tonight. I got 10 movies here. I didn't get to watch that much this week because I had a lot of things going on. Yeah, but I got 10 movies. I got 5 Blu-rays and 5 DVDs. Got a lot of the direct-to-video movies on DVD, which was from Universal. I got a Scream and Shout Factory title, and I got a Warner Archive Blu-ray, and I got Investigation Discovery DVD, and I got a A&E DVD, which and a TV season. So, but this time, because I know the past couple of updates, I've been reviewing some of the Dexter seasons. There was no Dexter in this one this time. I wanted to kind of take a little bit of a break on Dexter, so I watched another TV show instead. Yeah, but as usual, I'm going to start off with the Blu-rays. And usually what I like to do is, if I do have a Scream and Shout Factory title, I like to start reviewing with that and all the others that's been, like, released in the past, you know. Let's go ahead and get started. So, first one here I got, this one's a Scream and Shout Factory title, and this is the new release. They just released this one about 2 months ago. And I got this one on the day, it was my birthday, because on my birthday I went to the mall, and they had this there for about $35. But that was Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 here on Blu-ray from Scream and Shout Factory. And yes, of course, it has the original artwork cover, which I really liked. I know that that re-release DVD that came out from Anchor Bay. I heard some about that went out of print. So, but don't worry, both of those movies are out on Blu-ray. And hopefully, because I know they weren't very good. Hopefully, parts 3, 4, and 5 come out the Blu-ray from Scream and Shout Factory. But this is one of those movies where no one even really likes. I always kind of liked it. But it's mainly about, well, if you haven't seen the first one was about, a boy named Billy Chapman, I think. And his his brother, when he was a baby, and his parents, they go out, and I think they're on the ride home from seeing their grandfather, and they come across this guy dressed up as Santa Claus, and of course the Santa Claus guy kills Billy's parents, and years later he's in a foster home, and he's so traumatized by this by the event that happened that he's drawing pictures of the stuff, and and there's this one woman who works there who's so abusive to him. And, years later, it's like 10 years later now, he works at this toy store, and, he's supposed to be dressed up as Santa Claus. But, the killing stuff doesn't really happen until later on in the movie, which you'll kind of get that when you watch that. But this one, however, this is about his brother. He's now in a mental institution, and he's about to be released. But first, they want... this one guy wants to get an interview with him about why he was in there, and all the stuff that happened with his brother and all that stuff. But basically, the real reason why everyone does not like this one is because the first 40 minutes of the movie shows every single thing that happened in the first. Like it just shows like footage of the first movie, like from the beginning to the end of the first one. So basically, you don't even have to see the first one to see this. But and of course, he goes on to saying, talking about why he went to jail or into the mental institution because all these murders that he did. I don't know. I always really like this one. This one was pretty decent to me, in my opinion. Get a lot of new special features on here. Like you get a brand new 2K scan of the archival theatrical print. Some brand new audio commentaries. I know too. I read something about when they did a screening for this, like a couple years ago, again. They wanted to have some kind of an interview with the guy who played Ricky, the brother in this one. They could never find him, but I think it was something about that he came to the screening or something. They found him in the screening, just watching the movie, Yeah, but I really like the last 10 minutes of this movie. That's what was kind of cool about this one. Yeah, but definitely check out the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies if you haven't seen them. I know they did a remake, which I really do love the remake. I know there's 2 other Scream and Shout Factory titles that's coming out, which one of them coming out next week is the Valentine Blu-ray, and the other one I just found out that it's going to be released back in like May, which is the When a Stranger Calls Back, which is the direct sequel to the original When a Stranger Calls. So I'm really excited to get those. All right, now this next one here, this is a Warner Archive release. Rewatching this one again, it was just so much fun rewatching this one again. But that was Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 here on the Blu-ray. This is one I got from Amazon because, like I always say about these burn-on-demand Warner Archive collections. And again, I guess, like I'm saying, they're not... These are at... Make them press disc now, these Warner Archive Blu-ray releases. So I'm guessing that they're legitimate actual, like, copies. I mean, they're just not, like, DVR. But... Alright, I'm trying... It's been, like, 2 weeks since I've seen this one, so I have to rethink of what happened. But I think it was basically about these college students who are... they're on their way somewhere, I think, to, like, where were they going? I think they were going on, like, some kind of vacation or something. I can't really remember. But, and of course, in the movie, they end up getting lost, and they go to this gas station, and the one guy, he's saying, oh, you might want to go on that road, because you'll get there quicker on that road. And, the road that they go to, of course, leads them to the Leatherface house, and, I always really liked this one. Ken Foree, was in this one. He did an amazing job in this one. He kicked freaking ass in this one. I mean, he was almost like, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but he did a really good job in this one. I know, too, that he also did the Halloween remake, which, it was kind of cool seeing him in there as, like, a cameo. But this was really fun rewatching this one again. And, all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies are out now on Blu-ray, because the recent one that just came out, the Blu-ray finally, was the Next Generation, which that one, again, is not really a good one, because it was kind of stupid. But, at least we got all the movies on Blu-ray. This, as far as I know, this is, like, the same special features as the old DVD had. And I also heard because I read about it last night on my iPad, that Blumhouse wants to have the rights to the Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I guess he wants to do another Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I also heard some about that. He wants to have the rights to do the Friday the 13th. So that's, I would like to see Jason Voorhees come back from the dead again. The way they did Michael Myers. I mean, I'm glad that they brought him back again. Yeah, but definitely check this one out. This one, to me, I think the original one, this one, and maybe the remake are the good ones in the series, this one was actually really fun rewatching. Alright, the next one here. This one I got because I knew the movie Glass was going to go in theaters. I kind of wanted to see that one. But I got Split. This ain't Split, though. I got that one Black Friday in 2017, but this is the movie Unbreakable. And, this is the movie about the superhero. Bruce Willis is a superhero, and Samuel Jackson, he's Mr. Glass in this movie. Yeah, everyone really pretty much knows this movie. I thought it was okay. I mean, it's not one of the greatest M. Night Shyamalan movies. His next one, the next one I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about it in a second, but that's one of his other movies I really liked. But this one was okay. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not perfect, but, it's decent. Now, this is another M. Night Shyamalan movie. Oh, and the Unbreakable, I got that in Walmart for $10, in case you guys are wondering. Alright, but this next one here, this is also, again, another M. Night Shyamalan movie. When I went to Best Buy, they had some of his movies out on Blu-ray for sale for like $5.99. And I remember watching this one a couple years ago. I actually really liked this movie, and really fun rewatching this one again. This is the movie Signs here on Blu-ray. This has Mel Gibson and the kids in here. I know the kids. One of them is played by Macaulay Culkin's brother, Rory Culkin, and the little girl on here is played by Abigail Breslin, which I did talk to on Instagram before. But this is, out of all of his movies, this one, it was probably one of my favorite ones. I think the ones I liked that he did was this, Devil, which is the one about the elevator, and The Visit. But this one was basically about, Rory Culkin's character. He's saying that well, it starts off with the this family discovering this sign, like these crop circles, or this crop field, like have this sign on there, this weird symbol on there, and Rory Culkin's character, he's saying, oh, there's aliens gonna come, he hears these like aliens on this like baby monitor, and it's basically like the family getting prepared for this alien invasion that's gonna happen. I always thought this movie was so creepy. Really do love this movie. He gets deleted scenes, making signs, just a couple of special features, not many, but just a couple. Yeah, but I really do like this one. If you guys haven't seen this one, definitely check this one out. I always, watching that one too, I always kept thinking of Scary Movie 3, because, I always, like the sign thing, the crop field scene, for example, I always thought, like, the sign was going to be, that sign, it was like, attack here, but it wasn't. It was like, I can't explain what the symbol was. You just have to watch it and say. And the last Blu-ray I got, this one I got at Dover Mall, and surprisingly, for brand new, this was actually $6.99. This was a good deal for a TV set on Blu-ray. But this was South Park, the complete 16th season here on Blu-ray. I always really liked South Park. South Park, to me, is one of my favorite shows, and this is just an upgrade, because I did have the season 16 on Blu-ray or DVD, but now I just wanted to upgrade this to Blu-ray, and since it was so darn cheap, I figured, hey, why not? But now there's 14 episodes. I haven't even seen the new season yet. I only watched one episode from that new season. I'll watch it when the Blu-ray of that comes out, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to get that at Best Buy. I live right 30 to 40 minutes from Best Buy. Yeah, but this is a 2-disc set. I'm not going to explain many of the episodes, but I'm going to talk about some of them. I remember the episode on here, and I remember not many people really liked this one episode, but I always kind of liked it. The episode, I Should Have Never Gone Ziplining. And the other episode on here, I watched a couple nights ago. I actually really, really liked this one, because it was basically spoofing The Shining, which was A Nightmare on FaceTime, which is about the Randy Marsh, who he reopens Blockbuster, and everyone who sees the Blockbuster place, they're like, oh, you don't want to go there, that's an evil place, and of course Randy Marsh starts going crazy, and I don't know, I always kind of thought that was funny, that was kind of cool, the way they were making fun of Blockbuster. It is a shame that there is no more Blockbusters. I've never been to many. I only been to Blockbuster one time, but I wasn't a movie collector back then, so. And of course, if they still had them, I would go there. Yeah, but anyway, that is South Park season 16 here on Blu-ray. Now the rest of these are going to be DVDs. Now, the first 3 I'm going to talk about, these are some direct-to-video movies that came out from Universal. And none of these are on Blu-ray. I have a feeling that they're going to get put out on Blu-ray, like from the burn-on-demand release that Universal has now. But some of these ones. But I got, I'm going to talk about them each one. But this one I got, and this is the Benchwarmers 2 Breaking Balls here on DVD. I remember the last update I did review about the first Benchwarmers. But this is the second one. It's a direct-to-video sequel. And honestly, I know these kind of like direct-to-video sequels, they're not really as good, really. This one I thought was pretty cool. I actually really did like this one. Because I know only one character in this movie comes back, which is John Lovitz reprises his role as Mel, which, he was the rich guy who had that big house, and, the robot, which was like number 7, the one that made sandwiches and all that. But this is basically, it starts off with this guy. He's playing baseball at the stadium, and of course he gets hit in the private area with the baseball, and he has been playing since that moment that happened. And 10 years later, I can't remember what happens, but I can't really remember exactly what happens in this one. It was kind of like similar to the first Benchwarmers. That's basically what it was. But Yeah, but that's pretty much all it is, you know. I mean, but I did really like this one. I really did enjoy this one. Not as good as the original one, of course, but, you know, I really did enjoy this one for what it was, you know. But yeah, I think that was probably one of the best ones that I have for that's direct-to-video. This one, however, was not really that good. I hadn't even seen the first one of this, which the first one was made in 1977, and this one was not as good, or not very good. But this was The Car Road to Revenge on DVD, which is this has the unrated cut in it. I know from what it says on here, and I haven't even seen the original one again, so I'm guessing this guy was in the original car movie as well. Ronnie Cox, who plays as the mechanic. But this one was about this this guy. He ends up getting killed, and I think his car, that's his car right there. You know, it gets they take it to the evidence place, and you know the car ends up coming to life. You know, basically going and killing the people that killed him, that killed the owner. I don't know. This one was not very good. I have a feeling if I watch the original one, I might like it better than this. But I got it just because I know I'm gonna want to get the first one sooner or later. This one I just got done watching today. Now this one I really did like. And you know, this is actually the third part in like the little series, but this is called Granddaddy Daycare here on DVD. And, you know, it is a shame that it's kind of like surprising to me to this day that Daddy Daycare has not gotten a Blu-ray release. The only one we got for a Blu-ray release so far is Daddy Day Camp, which I did read about Daddy Day Camp basically, and because I always wanted to know, I mean, what was the point in that when they didn't bring back Eddie Murphy in that one? It was they were saying that was kind of like a prequel in a sort of way. I mean, I can understand that, but the thing about it is, like, something like that, how did that go into theaters? Because something like that looks like it should be just direct-to-video, you know? But, yeah, but I really do like the first Daddy Daycare. And this is, again, Granddaddy Daycare. This stars Danny Trejo, you know, who did the Halloween remake. And he did a lot of other things. You know, he's played in a lot of movies, but this is about this guy who Reno Wilson. He's trying to write this book. You know, he's not making much money with his books that he's doing, and you know his father-in-law ends up moving into the house. You know, and of course, you know, he's having some kind of like having problems with Danny Trejo. You know, Danny Trejo plays the father-in-law. And, you know, he brings his friends over, which is a bunch of these elderly people. And Reno Wilson's character, he has this idea of, like, you know, it was kind of similar to Daddy Daycare, but he has this, like, idea on, why don't he has this, like, daycare center for, like, elderly people, you know, and that's how he can make a lot of money, you know. I don't know, I actually really did like this one. I actually really did enjoy this, you know. But, I mean, it's not like a direct sequel. I mean, because, you know, this is different characters, you know, so there's basically no connection to the first Daddy Daycare. But, you know, I did kind of like, I did enjoy this one for what it was. I mean, even though it was direct-to-video and one of those poorly made, like, low-budget movies. But I don't know, I actually really like this one. Again, it's probably one of those ones that's probably going to get a Blu-ray release from, like, the burn-on-demand Universal thing. Alright, the next one here I got. You know, about a month ago, I did get the first season of Hoarders, but I got season 2, part 1 of Hoarders on DVD. And that's pretty much all that was released from Hoarders. You know, we got the first season and this. That was it. That's all that came out. But this one I got on Amazon. And this has the first 7 episodes of the second season. It's a 2-disc set. Like, here's disc 1 and 2. And this one, I remember the episode on here that they had there was one about this lady who, you know, she has a bunch of this junk in her house, and she lost her teeth. You know, she found only half of her teeth, but she never found the other half. I don't know. I always really liked the Hoarder show. I thought it was pretty decent. And I don't know if I already said this before, but they hadn't done a new episode of Hoarders in like 2 years. They hadn't done one since that one with the one about the lady who has that big mansion. It was like famous. I forgot how it was famous, but they hadn't done one since. So I don't know if they quit Hoarders or what. Let me know down below if they have, because I don't know if they have at all. But yeah, that is Hoarders Season 2 Part 1. And the last one here I got, now this one I got on Amazon for about $8, and I think the shipping for this one was free. I can't really remember. But, and you know, I've been grabbing a lot of stuff that's investigation discovery related. But, I got Nightmare Next Door here on DVD. It doesn't say if it's like a season number or volume, it just says Nightmare Next Door. But, this one has 5 episodes, and I thought this had 6 episodes, but I guess it doesn't. Obviously it doesn't. But, I remember there was some episodes on here that I like some cases that they talk about on this that I knew from certain, like, other shows. Like, the one episode was about this girl, the 16-year-old girl who was raped and she was stabbed to death. And yeah, they basically talk about that case on the show Unusual Suspects. And the other one was about this girl in her house at night. I think she was raped and murdered by, I think she was strangled by some kind of like cord, and the killer took the cord away. They talked about that one on Forensic Files. Yeah, but like the episodes on here are Death in Robert's Court, the Truett Street Massacre, North Main Street Mystery, Death on Lakeland Drive, and Murder on Haggadum Hill Road. That's basically all the episodes there is. There's no special features on this. This was released from Gaiam. I don't know, this one, I always really liked this show. They don't make any new episodes of this show anymore, which is a shame. But you know, it was a decent, you know, documentary show. I mean, not as good as like Homicide Hunter or, you know, See No Evil. Those are my 2 favorite ones I like to watch very often. And you know, there's like, I watch a lot of investigation discovery shows. I mean, I do have a couple more of investigation discovery, which I will be talking about in my next update. I don't want to say what they are, because I know a lot of people has been asking me on Instagram, where did I get them from? And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know what I'm talking about. So you probably know, because I have uploaded them recently on my Instagram. Yeah, but that is Nightmare Next Door here on DVD. And that is it for this DVD and Blu-ray update for this week. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.